It's Week 11 in the NFL, and we're in Chi-Town. We'll see the Bears and Ravens square off for just the 7th time, as Chicago looks for their 5th win of the series. All the action's headed your way on EA Sports.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands on the pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit. We can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Fields. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Well, the Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
Go! In his face!
As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT. An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's gonna be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Once more, Murray. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit, meaning if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, he's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but touchdown! Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return is Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff. It's Murray. Fighting his way through contact. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
We know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try again. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now they'll run. Murray. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Again, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. As the offense takes the field, we zero in on Lamar Jackson. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever. Vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. Yeah. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And in that one is the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Jakeem Grant, a touchdown reception. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
On the return is Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Flush to his right.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Jackson now, eluding the pressure right.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And
look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Steps away to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, Montgomery. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Here's Fields.
And this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Santos' kick is up and through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Fields on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
To throw is Fields.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get him.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now a give. This is Murray. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Out of the gun, Fields. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, Murray fights loose. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of... I mean, this size...
Another run for Murray on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down now, it's Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Murray. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fields now to throw. And Graham on the ground. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Play action. It's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's gonna be 2nd down. Now Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And one last throw here for Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.